Good morning, students. We discussed our last classes. Unit 1, tracing changes through 100 years. You already know from the period 700 to 1750. I told in your previous classes the dates. Then we discussed the what type of social political life existed during that period. What type of political system who ruled during that time. That religion and regions and the empires we also discussed. We will discuss now old and new religion. Next topic is old and new religion. We study which period in your textbook? We will study medieval period. Okay, our past contains medieval period from the 700 to 1750. This 1000 years we will learn this lesson, this unit, this textbook. Okay. Okay, old, there were two religions existed during that period. We already know Hindu and Muslim. First religion was Hinduism. In Hinduism, we witnessed drastic changes occurred during that time. What were the changes occurred during that time? First, the devotees could devote their personal god during that time without the aid of priest. Then sometimes they can participate collective. If you consider an example, you are devotee or you worship a deity, Lord Krishna or Lord Shiva. Sometimes worshipped Lord Vishnu. Such as a culture we follow, when we follow, sometimes we collectively participated in some festivals. In your nearest temple, when festival occur, you will go and participate that festival. Sometimes the god deity is Shiva, sometimes some temples Vishnu, sometimes Krishna, sometimes the goddesses, such an matter is two types of worship we can see during that period. One is personal, another is collective. Then during that time in Hinduism, there were drastic changes occurred. That was Brahmanas got a high position during that period. Why did they got prominent position? Even the rulers, the Rajas also gave a special importance to Brahmanas because they conducted rituals to success of rulers and they only know knowledge of Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, Idihasas, etc. Why? The groups only know the Sanskrit language. Others were exempted to know the opportunity. They didn't get opportunity to learn Sanskrit because the previous class we discussed the Jadis emerged during medieval period. Jadis was divided on the basis of their occupation. So that time Brahmanas got a high position because of they were the landowners. They only know the Sanskrit language. They managed Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads and other Idihasas. Such documents only know Brahmins. So the older religion was Hinduism. So many drastic changes occurred in Hinduism. That was new deities worshipped. They worshipped new deities. In your 6th standard or before, you learned the characteristic features of early man. Early man started to worship the natural things like trees, such lightning, thunder, etc. After new concepts emerged, they worshipped special gods like Pashupati, Shiva, Lord Shiva, Vishnu, etc. But there were more changes occurred during that period, especially in Hinduism. That was they can worship personal and collective. Okay, and also Brahmanas got a high position in this period. Okay, then another important religion emerged during the period of 700 Muslim religion. Religion emerged in India or came in India through merchants, traders, and some theologists, etc. Okay, then in India, two types of Muslims were existed: Shias and Sunni. Shias were the followers of Ali, Muhammad Ali. Who was Muhammad Ali? He was the son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad. Then another important category of Muslim was Caliphs. Caliphs means Khalifa. Did you hear Khalifa? That is Khalifa. They were the followers of Caliphs in Saudi Arabia, Arabia or Central Asia. In India, most of the Muslims followed the Caliphs too. Okay. So the holy, you already know what was the holy book of Muslims? Quran. Quran. Okay, from this we can understand that there were two religions existed during the medieval period. Only two religions. What were they? Hinduism and Muslim. Hinduism, we already discussed. The Brahmins got a prominent position, and drastic new changes occurred in Hindu religion. The people can personal and collective worship, can the right to collective right and collective worship and personal worship. Then another important religion, Muslim. It came in India in 700 through merchants and traders and migrants, etc. Then Muslim were two categories: Shias and Sunni. Shias was the followers of Ali, the son-in-law of Muhammad. Was Ali son-in-law of Muhammad? The Shias believed Ali's beliefs, and the Sunni group believed the Caliphs ruled in Central Asia. Then their holy book was Quran. Okay, old and new religion was one of the most important topic of your first chapter. I hope that you understood the important religions came up during that period. Another important thing was there was several movements emerged during that period. One of the important movement was Bhakti movement. Did you hear Bhakti movement or Bhakti culture? Bhakti movement. On this period, another important religion came up, Sikh religion. Who was the founder of Sikh religion? You already know, you learned in lower classes. Who was the founder of Sikh religion? Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak. Okay, how many changes we discussed? 3. What are these changes? Changes occurred in Hindu religion, then changes occurred in Muslim religion, then Sikh religion. Okay. During that time, during the Bhakti movement, there also we can see people or a devotee can worship his personal God. Personal God means if I like Lord Krishna, I can devote, or I am a devotee of Lord Krishna. If you have any particular God you like, you can believe personally and selected your God personally. Like that, this period of Bhakti movement, personal worship, we can see personal worship. Have you heard Mirabai and his Bhakti songs? Guru Nanak, Mirabai, such persons were developed during that period. Okay. As a history student, we should understand the time of history. Your previous standard, the 6th standard, you also learned what were the importance to study history, or how dates are important study history. Like that, historians always find didn't find a date or a particular time not considered. They want the sequence of or string of this they wanted to study. Like that, if we consider an example, In ancient India was ruled by Hindus. Then in medieval period, India ruled by Delhi Sultanate and so many Muslim Rajas or emperors, Mughals, etc. Then in the modern period, India was under the control of Britishers. Okay, from this we can understand the periods of time. In ancient history, before 7th century, we already told the 1000 years starting from 700 to 1750. This textbook contains the period from 700 to 1750. Before the 700, we can understood this was the period of ancient history. After 700 to 1750, we can consider it as a medieval period. After 1750 or from 17th 18th century, we considered this period was modern history. Consider these factors. The British economist or Scottish economist James Mill wrote in his book, we can say Indian history was periodized into three: Hindu, Muslim and British. Hindu, Muslim and British. Okay. From they collected the dates when Hindu Rajas ruled India, when Muslim emperors ruled in India, and when did the Britishers come in India. They categorized Hindus, Muslims, British period. India ruled Hindu Rajas first, then Muslim and Britishers. We can classify this period as ancient history, ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history, and modern Indian history. Instead of that, they considered Hindu, Muslim, and British. What they considered as what was the measurement they used to divide our history? Their measurement was on the basis of religion. On the basis of religion, they classified Indian history into Hindu, Muslim, and British. So many limitations we can see on this periodization. What was the limitation? They took religious basis to divide history, Indian history into Hindu, Muslim, and British. So from this we can understood that time is very important, or dates are very important to study history. Okay, let's wind up our unit. This chapter is complete. We studied. We discussed the last classes of this chapter, starting with the two maps of an Arab geographer and a French geographer. Then we compared those two maps. Then we studied what were the important sources of information historians got to study history. Then we studied the social political life during that period. Then we learned regions and different regions occupied by different rulers, the strong rulers, weak rulers, etc. Medieval period was the continuous occupation of different region by different rulers or rajas. We can see from Hindu rajas, the medieval period of Muslim emperors conquered our region and established their rule. Then after Mughals, British captured power from these rulers. From British period, modern Indian history started. Then we studied importance of time. Time and dates are very important to study history. Before that, we also learned new and old religion. We already know Hinduism was the first religion. Then Muslim religion came in India during 7th century. Then then till this time we know these two religions are very important in Indian history and till the present time. Okay, I hope you read your textbook and underline the important points and prepare notes from this chapter. Okay, we will meet another class with a new topic. Okay, goodbye.